So what industrial training course covered by the computer system validations, quality assurance and quality control certifications course, pharmacovigilance, clinical research, CDMS, medical writings, equipment qualifications, HVAC validations, cleaning validation, water system validation, process validations, and the regulatory affairs means whatever the current affairs by the regulatory and what their guidelines during our executions we have to be follow. We will they provide the training section on the regulatory affairs also and LIMS application details in its validations. So today we are here for the computers for quality and quality system management and validation system. So we will cover the topic in that particular training session is the quality. What is the quality? So we will discuss about the quality of the products, how we can assure the quality of the products. There are certain checks and controls we have to be inbuilt in the process that we can achieve the quality of the products. Then we'll discuss about the quality assurance department and quality control department and their role and responsibility in entire manufacturing of the pharmaceutical products. What importance of the quality assurance and quality controls we will discuss in the training session. And also we'll discuss about the in-process quality assurance and in-process quality control. Some industries having the terminology for in-process quality assurance and some are having the in-process quality controls. That's nothing but those who are ensuring the quality at manufacturing stage, that is the manufacturing process stage. And further we'll discuss about the quality management systems. It includes change controls, deviations, incidents, non-conformance and CAPA also. And we will discuss in details about the process validations. And we'll discuss about the equipment qualifications, what types of qualifications shall be performed during qualification of the equipment, that is from initial, that is from the URS, user requirement specification, then site acceptance test, and then FAT, and then DQ, IQ, that is design specification, installation qualification, operational qualification, and performance qualification. So we'll discuss about the equipment qualification and cleaning validations. So we will cover the validation part for the cleaning of the equipments. So in that particular parts, we will see what is the cleaning, what is the worst case criteria for the cleaning validations, which criteria we are following for the cleaning validations. We'll discuss in brief for the case of the cleaning validations and the water system validations. So we will cover the all types of validation in that particular training sessions. So water system validations, we will cover the types of water and types of qualifications used for the water and sampling and testing of the water. After confirmation of the testing, we release particular water for the further stage, that is different types of water. And HVAC system validations, we will discuss about the HVAC system validation, that is heating, ventilation and air conditioning systems that are generally used in the pharmaceutical as well as other life science and other industries also. What is the advantage of validation of HVAC validations, why it is required, which types of equipments we are using for the HVAC, what the component of particular HVAC, we will discuss about more in that particular training session about the HVAC system validation also. And this is the computer system validation. So some part of the computer system validation we will cover. And lastly, in the code federal regulations and guidelines, that is the regulatory requirement. If we are working in the FDA plant, that is the Food and Drug Administrator, that is US FDA approved plant, then we have to follow the code federal regulations, that is 21 CFR part 211 and part 210. And for theirs we know that for computer system validations we are using the 21 CFR part 11. So what types of what is the written in the guidelines and we have to follow during the education of that particular activity. We will discuss about that in brief during the training sessions. So all those topics we will cover. So briefly, I will explain in further. So as we are having the first topic, that is the quality. So first of all, we will discuss about the quality. So what is quality? So we can say that the quality is the customer satisfaction, or customer satisfaction is the quality, whatever it is. So whenever the customer, patient trust on the medicines, we will call the medicine is the quality medicines. So the customer doesn't know what and how we are manufacturing that particular unit doses form, either tablet, capsule, syrup, whatever it is. But customer, whenever the customer is satisfied, we can say that, and customer also can say that this particular product is the quality products. And next, the each tablet of batch, either it is tablet or capsule or whatever the dosage forms we are manufacturing, it's not go through the testing 100% of the medicines are not done. What does it mean? It means that if we are manufacturing the base size of 1 lakh tablet or capsules, out of 1 lakh, so we are having some sampling plans. Based on that particular sampling plans, we collect the sample, and that particular samples we send it to the quality control department for further testing. Based on the testing, if the result are within the specification limit, we release that particular batch in the release that particular batches into the market. What does it means? We are not testing each and every unit of the tablet and capsules, but based on the some samples we are assuring the quality of the products. So most of the analytical tests are destructive, means whatever the samples we are sending for the analysis, it it is consumed by the QC, that is the quality control departments. Means that particular product, though whichever we have sent it to the quality control department for the testing, it doesn't come back to the manufacturing department for further packing, means it's destructive. And one more thing, that all impurities are not detected during the analysis. So if we say that if the quality of the product, it is depend on the impurity also, and we are saying that 100% impurity is not detected. So what we should have to do? So what is the next as per our slide?
So just a quick
Yeah,
question for
yeah, yeah.
that. So you have mentioned about the destructive of whatever we have
Yes,
sent on for sampling testing.
yes.
Do we need to keep them for the our records for the audit purpose, or maybe we can throw it away straight away once we test, make sure everything is perfect?
Actually, the sampling quantity, whatever the sample is required for testing. Suppose if we are having the base size, whatever it is, but we are having the specification. Based
Yeah.
on that particular specification, we collect the samples. Sample, suppose we are required for the testing of the friability, DT, assay, DISO. So almost a tablet is required. Suppose we are required 100 tablets, so we collect the sample around 100 and 150s. It's depend on the test and specification specified. So what, as per specification, just we collect the sample and we send it to the quality control department. So what does
Okay.
it mean? Out of whatever the base size we are having, we are collecting the small amount of sample only. So that samples, whatever we have collected, we will send to the QC, and QC will consume all the sample. If
Oh,
they are having some sample, remain samples, if we are there, they are having, they will destroy it also. So whatever the recording, as you are asking, we have to be record for the audit purpose.
mhm.
So the reconciliation of that particular sample will be done by the quality control department.
Okay.
Okay.
So for
Is
the
any question?
we don't need to be keep any like products, but we have to be on the paper record what we have done on the testing.
No, no. Actually, they are having the separate procedure for the destruction. If it is our manufacturing process, so whatever the sample we are collecting, we have to be mentioned in the respective batch manufacturing record.
Okay. Okay.
And whatever the sample we are sending to the QC department will reconcile the samples they received, and they will destroy if the sample is remains.
Oh, got it. Got it. On the
So
same day.
everything will be
On the
recorded.
same day. Okay.
Nothing we can skip.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So can we proceed further?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, so as we say that all impurities are not detected. So what we should have to do? We have to build the quality in the product during the process only. So if we are saying that we have to build the quality during the process, so, so is any way we are having that we can build the quality and the pro of quality of the product during the process only? Yes, we are having some controls. What we will discuss. So build the quality in the product during the process as follows. Like by following the GMP throughout the manufacturing process. What does it mean by GMP? GMP is the good manufacturing practice. Good manufacturing practice means that whatever the instruction we are having, whatever the procedure we are having, we have to follow that particular procedure. Suppose if we are working in the manufacturing of tablet manufacturing unit. So the starting from the raw materials, we have to be assured the quality of product till finished good dispatch. So whatever the instruction written in particular SOP, particular BMR, we have to be follow. So by that particular assurance, we can assure the quality of the products. Then control over the input of material, as I told you that it is the initial product. Suppose initial product is the raw material, and we have to take care of the quality of the product during the initiation, that is from the warehouse also. So we whatever suppose we are manufacturing the tablets, and tablets contain some API excipients, coloring materials, that is color materials, coating materials, whatever it is. So whatever the quantity mentioned in that particular uh, bill of material bombs, we have to take the quantity accordingly only. So we can control from over there. Otherwise, if we'll skip the quantity of raw material, either we give the less quantity or more quantity. Based on the quantity, the assay of the products may be increase or decrease. Then in process controls, as we know that in manufacturing process there is different steps are there, that is blending, granulation, compression, coating, packing, primary packing, secondary packing. So each and every steps they're having role of in process quality assurance and in process quality control also somewhere. So we have to assure the process during the in process checks, various in process during the in process also. And one more thing is mentioned that whatever the activity done by some persons, it should be checked by second person. That we can say that is the cross-checking system for each step of process. That is doer and checker mechanism. So by this checking process, we can assure the assure the quality of the products. Means we uh, we can say that whatever the activity done by the persons, same has been verified by another one, means the assurance is completed over here. Control over the release of the product from each step to another stage. Like if we are in blending stage, and after completion of the blending stage, we are going for the compression stage. So first of all, we have to reconcile and review all that particular process step up to the particular blending stage. Then we will go for the further stage, that is the compression and whatever it is. If we are at a compression stage, we will go for the coating stage. So each and every stage should be completed before proceeding of the existing steps. So now we will discuss about the QA, that is the IPQA. IPQA is the in-process quality assurance. What is the role and responsibility of the in-process quality assurance? How it works? So IPQA is identify the fault finding. We can say that the fault findings, but it's not always fault finding. Why? Because the quality assurance is not there for fault findings, just they are for review and assuring the quality of the products. Zooming, if somebody those who are working like in production department, if they skip something, so QA having the role to zooming out that particular process and find out if something is missing or is correct or not. If something is going to be wrong, accordingly the existing process, they will aware about that. And we can say the IPQA is the third eye also. And all the as we discussed, the IPQA are available at the manufacturing stage and manufacturing for the assurance of the quality of the product. So what is the IPQA? So definition is that to assure the manufacturing of the products are consistently produced as per the quality standard and predefined specification. So what is the quality standard and predefined specification? So as I told you that whatever we are taking one example of the samples whatever the quantity we are sending for the QC, like that we are having the specification that particular for that particular test. Suppose we are going for the hardness, thickness, friability, average weight. So each and every parameter for that particular tablet will be as per the respective products. So what quality standards means, what guidelines are saying, where we have to record the details, and what process we have to be performed. So as per schedule M, the adequate control on starting material, intermediate products and finished products. There should be adequate controls. So those who will assure the adequate controls. So that's why IPQ is there, and IPQ will assure the quality of the products and adequate controls over there. Adequate in-process control, that is in-process check performed by the user department, that is production, and same is verified some organization. In some organization, the in-process performed by the user department, that is production, and same is verified by the QA department, that is the in-process quality assurance. And they also verify the calibrations, qualifications, calibration of the that particular instrument, that is the balance, disintegration test apparatus, dissolution test apparatus. If we are talking about in the QC, that is the lab QA is also responsible for the qualification of the activity and validations to be carried out. So the that particular equipments we are using, it should be calibrated and qualified. And what 21 CFR Part 11, as I told you that we will discuss about the regulatories. So this is the Code Federal Regulation of the 21 Part 211 of US FDA. It says that sampling and testing of in-process material and drug products. In that particular section, it's mentioned that what controls we should have. And then ICH Q7. ICH Q7 is the International Conference on Harmonization. Q7 is the quality guidelines for good manufacturing practice, products, production and in process control, production operations, time limit, whatever the production operations we are going, it should be recorded and should be assurance. Time limits and speed of that particular equipments. In process sample and controls means whatever the samples we are collecting, we have to be recorded in that particular documents. Batches, how many batches we have manufacturers, how we have to be manufacturers, they each and every batch should have the separate batch manufacturing record. Contaminations controls means contamination control, how we can control the contaminations. So as we whenever we start any batches in the manufacturing area, first of all we perform the line clearance activity. Line clearance means whatever the lines or area we are using, we have to be assured that there is no any previous product are available over there, and whatever the equipment we are going to be used, it should be in the state of qualification and calibrated state. And what about the EU guidelines for that assurance at in-process stage? Any necessary in-process controls and environment controls shall be carried out and recorded. So every guidelines is saying that we have to assure the quality at in process stage, and we should have to be report each and every steps. Hello.
Yeah, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go forward. Is any question?
No, no, nothing.
Okay, thank you. So now, as we discuss, QA will assure the in like we cross contamination. So how we can assure the cross contamination? So by the line clearance. So what is the line clearance? The line clearance to be performed to assure the following things. What things? That equipment and area should be free from the previous product or material and unnecessary items. Means whenever the user department would like to be start a new batch in any area, first of all they have to perform the line clearance activity. The line clearance activities is performed by the user department and same has been verified by the quality assurance departments. So that time what they verify there should not be any previous product, there should not be any previous materials, and they assure that there should not be any unnecessary items should be there. And also they verify the qualify either whatever the equipment we would like to be used in that particular activity, it should be qualified and calibrated. Correct material, that is for if we are in manufacturing, the raw material should be correct, and if we are in the packing material should be correct material should be used for processing of manufacturing and packing activity. General cleaning verifications. So what general cleaning verifications we perform? Area line clearance. So what types of verification they are performing? Like we have discussed the previous product calibration and starting materials. So there are few steps are there for verification. That is the general cleaning verification, area line clearance, equipment clearance. Means area we have to be verified, equipments we have to be verified either it is in qualification in state of the qualification and clean. Then container cleaning verification. So whatever the containers we would like to be used for the executions, like if we are talking about the blending area, so we are using the bean blender or v blender. So and in intermediate process containers. So whatever the containers we would like to be used in the processing steps, it should be cleaned. So that particular verification shall be done by the IPQA. 1 minute. Hello. Uh, Okay, so we are here again. So container cleaning verification, material verification, and safety line clearance also we are performing. So what is the safety line clearance? Means uh, if you know that some products are having the statics. So if we not discharge or we connect the earthings to that particular equipments, either it is required or not. So that particular points we have to be verified. Otherwise, otherwise they may affect on the quality of the products, and they due to that there may be some if the static charge is developed, the product may be if sorry for interruption. If static charge is developed in that particular process, product may be sparking process may be there, and there may be some safety issues happen. So we have to be take care about this safety line clearance. So also before execution of the activity. So we will brief describe what the area line clearance we have to be assured. So check the area status level, like check the DP, differential pressure of the area with respect to the adjacent corridor, ensure the proper gowning, check the area is free from the previous products, ensure the temperature and RH is within the specified limit. So this is the general checkpoint for the area line clearance. And whatever the logbook and register we are using for the recording of the operation and cleaning details, so that particular things we have to verify during line clearance. That particular register and logbook should be up to date and updated. There should not be any blank entry. Equipment line clearance. So what is the checks for the equipment line clearance? Check in the equipment status, labels for details of previous and current activity. Check and ensure that the equipment is visually clean. Ensure the PM calibration qualification of the equipments. Log for calibration, operation and cleaning records. Process control. In-process checks for all in-process manufacturing are being performed as per the batch manufacturing record, as I previously told. Process controls we are having like BMR and BPR. For manufacturing records, we are having the BMR. For packaging activities, we are having the BPR. So we have to record the in-process check in that particular BMR or BPR according to the defined frequency. Challenge test shall be performed as per respective batch documents and records. Like if we talk about the compression areas, so we perform the metal detector challenge. So that should be recorded in that particular record. If process runtime machine speed against the specified limit or batch document, so whatever the speed of that particular machines, we have to be recorded in the respective BMR. So it's all about the brief description about the role and responsibility of the IPQ departments and quality control. Is any questions?
Nope,
Hello.
nothing.
Okay. Okay. So now we'll discuss brief about the process validations. So what topic we'll cover in the process validation in the further classes. So first of all, that what is the process validation? So according to the FDA, they are having the guidance for the industries. Some guidelines is there. So based on that guidelines, process validation is the just collection of the data and validation of the data from the previous design stage throughout the production. So that is the process validation is the document evidence. And as per FDA, there are three stages of the process validations. That is process design, process qualifications, continuous process verifications. So each and every stages we will discuss in brief during the further classes. Just now I would like to tell some just points in the process design. That is the design of equipment. First of all, design, process design, risk analysis, model of commercial process. So design is generally done in the R&D for the small scale batches, and then process qualifications. So whatever the process design in the R&D, further we will qualify that particular batches in the our manufacturing facilities. The design of the facility and equipment utility qualifications, process qualifications. So whatever the equipments we would like to be used, it should be qualified. So there is some steps, that is the in process IQ, OQ, PQ. So that particular parts we will cover for equipment qualifications, and then for process performance qualifications. So process performance qualifications is performed at plant levels for manufacturing of the batches. First three batches that is considered for the process qualifications, where we where we take the additional challenges and samples and we record the details. Accordingly, we prepare the protocols, and based on the protocols, we perform the study, and whatever the outcome of the study, we will report in the PPQ report. And based on that particular report observations, we proceed the further manufacturings. So intra-batch and inter-batch matrix we will compare. Compare the comparison of and evaluation of the process measure in process and final product attributes. Same like continuous process verifications. So each and every batch is the come under the process verification. Like some industries are performing the continuous process verification, that is the CPV. So in CPV also we perform the verification of that particular equipment. So what is means continuously that particular process are in the state of the controls and equipments are working properly, and the process results are still are within the specification limit. Then we will discuss about the HVAC system validations. So in HVAC system validations, we will discuss about what is the HVAC system, what is the object of the HVAC system, what is HVAC system full forms, HVAC basic, HVAC system basic parts, HVAC validations and reference guidelines, which guidelines are used for the validations of the HVAC systems, tests performed during the HVAC systems when we are going for the qualification of the HVAC systems, which types of tests we have to be performed, frequency for the HVAC system validations or qualifications. So as per guidelines, when we have to be perform the qualification either 3 years, 6 months. So what exactly guidelines says we will discuss in further classes. And preventive maintenance of the HVAC system. So in that particular part, preventive maintenance of the HVAC system, we will discuss that some points so that the mechanical parts, electrical challenges. So every parts we have to be mentioned periodically. The frequency defined in the respective SOP, or there are certain SOPs available at manufacturing facilities, and accordingly they are defining their own frequency for the preventive maintenance. So based on that particular SOPs, we have to be perform the maintenance activities. So what is the full form HVAC? The HVAC is the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning unit. Heating means just it may increase the temperature or decrease. Ventilation is the movement of air and air conditioning system. HVAC system generally control the temperature, humidity, and quality of the air in the building or any occupied space. So where we are manufacturing the tablet capsules and manufacturing unit are having the HVAC system. We also says that the AHU, air handling unit, AHU, air handling unit. So where we how we control the temperature and humidity of the area. So we can say that we are controlling that particular area with the help of HVAC system. The main goal of HVAC system is to create and maintaining the comfortable environment for the occupant within the building. The basic 7 main process required to achieve the full meaning of HVAC system, and they are listed as like heating, cooling, and humidifying, dehumidifying unit, cleaning unit, ventilations, air movement. So all 7 components, seven main process in the HVAC systems that control the temperature, humidity, and environment air of the particular area. The objective of the HVAC system is the main objective of HVAC system is to provide the comfortable environment for the human living in that particular space. But they are mainly other object for using the system is the creating a suitable environment for the farms. If as I told you that HVAC system is installed at everywhere, either it is pharma industry, either it is healthcare industries, and everywhere where it is required the required temperature or humidity, HVAC system is installed. So environmental for the farms animals for their optimal health, creating a suitable environment for the patient in the hospital, and maintaining a suitable temperature for cold food storage, clean room maintained in the pharma industries, and many more such types of objective of HVAC. So basic part, as I told, 7 basic process, that is the heating, cooling, humidifying, dehumidifying, cleaning, ventilation, and air movement. So just we can see here that the first of all we take the fresh air from the environment, and whatever this air supply, it's returned to that particular instrument again. So both the air, fresh air and return air will mix, and there is some certain parts of the HVAC systems are there, that is the heating coil, filters, cooling coils, filter bags and fans that supply of that air in the area. Heat exchanger, evaporator coil, condensing coil, refrigerant lines, thermostats, ducts. So by the help of ducts, the supply air will reach to the area, and by the return ducts, the return air will be comes to that particular equipments, that is HVAC systems. So as in briefs, just we have explain over here, and in the details each and every topics we will discuss in further classes. Is any question?
No, that is also. Thank you.
Okay. So now I would like to tell about the what is the benefits of joining of the that particular training, that you will get something from that company for free membership, for the availing of the documents, whatever we are discussing here, some interview based question and answer you should have, you will be have the free access for that mock interview class, and placement assistant also, and you can join the two batches also with the same fees, and recording of that particular classes will be available for each and every classes for further recall and to prepare your own notes, and they will assist for the resume preparation also, and some more courses about the that is the computer system validation, as earlier we have discussed, and pharmacovigilance, clinical research, CDMS, medical writings, certificate validations professions, and that is water system validation, equipment qualification, HVAC system validation, and cleaning validation. So that part we will cover in that particular session, that further sessions. Certified regulatory affairs professionals. So we will discuss about the code federal regulations, ICH guidelines, WHO guidelines, EU guidelines, and certificate for pharmacovigilance clinical research professionals, certificate for pharmaceutical quality professions, as we are discussing for that, pharma engineering professions, pharmaceutical GMP professions, project management programs, and the contact details for the company Connect Consultancy is here. Now you are having any question?
No, nothing. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.